Hello, this is Theoretical Drinking. I am Jacob, and today we are having strawberry cake. That is correct. I actually do not know how this is tasting. I do not know how this is going to taste. Never made it before. Just came up with the idea. For all I know, it already exists. I've never heard of it. So if you guys know otherwise, let me know, and I won't care, but it will be good information to have. So, well, okay, before we go, we want the dark creme de cacao. It tastes exactly the same as, oh, where is that hiding? Way in the back there. Pull this up. It tastes exactly the same as the clear version. It's the same thing. This one is dark, this one is light. So you use the dark one purely for color purposes. This is going to be the chocolate strawberry cake. And this is going to keep it a little darker than if you use the clear stuff. Now obviously, if you want to, if you don't want it to be dark, use the clear stuff. If you don't care, use whatever you've got. So what we're going to do is we're going to do an ounce of each of these, shake it, strain into my glass here, chilled, and top it with Sprite, which I forgot to have out. Sprite. Alright, so get myself organized here. I love this noise. First thing we're going to do is an ounce of the Strawberry Liqueur. If you have some strawberry schnapps or something of that nature, that will work just fine. Strawberry alcohol, that's what you're looking for. Pour that into the glass. Then we'll go with an ounce of the Chocolate Liqueur. Whatever brand you have. I'm using the dark one specifically for color purposes. If you don't care, or if you don't want it to be as dark, go ahead and use the clear stuff. I'm looking and I'm wondering if maybe I made it too dark. We will see. An ounce of Vanilla Rum. Get in there. Vanilla Rum. Accomplished. And then, now this is the rather specialized part. You may not have the Cake Vodka. If you do not have the Cake Vodka, I don't know what to tell you. It's a fairly crucial part of this recipe. If you can usually find it at, I actually believe I bought this at, I think I got this at CVS, just a little big drugstore chain. So, I mean, you can usually find this. It's really popular right now. You can almost always find it. Sometimes you can't find it in the smaller liquor stores. They just don't have room to stock every crazy brand, but generally you can find it in a drugstore that carries alcohol. So we're going to put an ounce of this. Accomplished. Go ahead and pour that in there. And get my shaker over here. And want a little ice. A little bit more. That'll do. And I'm going to go ahead and making sure the rim of my glass is wet. Go ahead and give this a good shake. Alright. I'm going to bring our chilled glass over here. Grab our strainer. Strain this right into the glass. go ahead and top that with just a little bit of Sprite. Just to thin it out, make it not quite so alcoholic to the taste. If you are into garnishes, you could garnish this with a strawberry, if you have some, or possibly a bit of a chocolate bar, something of that nature. If you want to rim the glass, you could shave some chocolate and rim it with shaved chocolate. But I'm pretty sure that it is good to go just as it is. If you do not have a cocktail glass that is this size, you could cut the portions, do half an ounce of each, and that would make it smaller. It's taking up a little bit more room than I expected it to, but I'm okay with that because I literally came up with this not 15 minutes ago. So, let's give it a sip. Okay, it's a bit heavy on the chocolate. I think I would recommend that you do 1.5 ounces of the strawberry and half an ounce of the chocolate, or maybe just 1 ounce of the strawberry, but definitely knock down the amount of chocolate liqueur that you're putting in. You get a little bit of a hint of the strawberry in there. But not a lot. Not a lot. You do have cake going on, Cake Vodka. The vanilla is lost. I think I've noticed that whenever I use the vanilla with this strawberry liqueur, the vanilla tends to just go straight in the strawberry liqueur and it just disappears somewhere in there. But you can definitely taste a change in the strawberry. And since the strawberry is mostly covered up by the chocolate, I'm not getting a whole lot of that. It is very tasty. It almost tastes sort of like a chocolate cake rather than a chocolate strawberry cake. I would definitely cut this and increase this and just try to bring the strawberry out a little bit more and maybe make the chocolate a bit more subtle. Although really, it actually, now that I think about it, this is about what I would expect a chocolate strawberry cake to taste like. Because chocolate always takes over when you have any kind of significant amount of it in anything. And so I think this is very accurate. So I'll change that. I'll say if you would prefer, obviously, go ahead and increase this and decrease this. If you want to, you could just knock this out entirely, keep this the same, and then you just have a chocolate cake drink. Regardless, it is very tasty. Yeah. Basically, play around with these guys until you get what you want. That's what I'm going to have to tell you. Just play around with your strawberry and your chocolate until you get what you want. On the sweet note, it's actually not very sweet, which is interesting. I expected more sweetness because I've got the chocolate, I've got the cake vodka, I've got the vanilla vodka. I expected to have some sweetness, plus I got the Sprite in there. I expected to have more sweetness. The strawberry, you don't get a lot of sweet out of the strawberry, actually. It tastes like strawberries. It's very fruity, but it's kind of dry. It's not something that you would put in to add sweetness to your drink. So it doesn't add anything. But I mean, you've got these three guys, the Sprite down here. I expected more sweetness, but I'm actually pleasantly surprised that it is not sweet because I was really expecting it to be like really, really sweet. And sometimes that can just be overbearing, even if you're drinking something called a chocolate strawberry cake. Yeah, this is tasting rather dry, but there's a little bit of sweetness to it, but not a whole lot, which is something I like. I like to have a little bit of sweetness to my drinks, but not a whole lot. Like when I use I don't drink a whole lot of drinks, for instance, that have Midori in them. This stuff right here, it's a melon liqueur. It's a very, very sweet. It will literally just take over any drink that you put it in. I do not use drinks, or I do not drink drinks very often that have this in it, unless it also has a similar amount of lemon juice or something of that nature as well to offset that sweetness. But this is just a very little bit of sweetness with an overall dry feel to it. I'm liking it a lot. Color-wise, it's kind of a very faintly reddish chocolate color. Well, that might just be my wishful thinking. This stuff is kind of a dull red color. When you start thinning it out a little bit, you can see that it's a dull red color. But I'm going to say that it is definitely present, but the the chocolate is definitely taking over as far as visual effect, with just very faint influences by the red strawberry. So, go ahead and try this out and see if you like it. Modify it, play around with it, see if you can come up with something that you like better or that you like at all if you don't like the actual recipe that I came up with. If you like my videos, go ahead and subscribe, leave comments down below, like them, all that kind of good stuff. I have a Tumblr feed. It is theoreticaldrinking.tumblr.com. Feel free to hit me up there. Some drinks that I make end up there and don't end up here. And also vice versa. Some of the drinks that I make here don't end up there. So, go ahead and check that out if you feel like it. And on that note, that is going to be all for today. I am Jacob. This is Theoretical Drinking. And I will see you guys later. Bye.